Good afternoon. We are approaching the end of November very quickly, and it is so hard to believe that. As a matter of fact, 1 week from today, next Friday, the students will not be in school, and neither will we, because that'll be the Friday of Thanksgiving break. So you might want to make sure that you have that on your calendar. And also, please remember that the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is an early release, and our students are going to go home at 1. And guess what? All of the staff are as well. We're going to take the rest of that afternoon off. Today, I am so excited to have the opportunity to speak with Barbara Douthit. Barbara and I have known each other for a long time. As a matter of fact, Barbara just reminded me that she was my dance partner when she was in second grade, and I was the music teacher. That's dating us quite a bit, you know. But now Barbara has moved through several different positions in Swain County, and she has become the director of our CTE program. So Barbara, the first thing I want for you to do is to explain to us, what is CTE?
CTE is the Career and Technical Education here at the high school and the middle school. And what we do is we try to look at business industry and Swain County schools and link those together to help students be successful after high school.
And that really is what we're shooting for. You know, we talk about the goals of the public education system, and we look at our test scores, and we're going to talk about that in a little while too. But the real goal of public education is to prepare a student all the way from pre-K through 12th grade so that they're ready for the next step, which would be employability and some of those things. Now, one of the things that we need to be able to do, though, is to be able to give them hands-on experience. And so today, we're standing in a place where there's been a lot of hands-on experience. Tell us about this project, tell us who has helped sponsor it, and just kind of give us a verbal walkthrough of this area.
Well, this barn here is a grant from the Department of Agriculture, and we're very thankful to have that opportunity. We have the barn here, and we also have the arena out there, and these were actually a vision from many people, including Jessica Spencer, who was a previous ag teacher here, Anna Hare, previous CT director, Teresa Hayes, and our current teacher, Toby Sorrell. So it's really been a group effort, along with a major part, which is our carpentry teacher, Mr. Edding, and our carpentry students.
And right now, not only have we almost completed this part of the project, but there is also an element that's down at the bottom of the hill where we've taken some land. And what's happening down there right now?
Well, we've just released our nannies, and we're hoping to have some kids in the spring. So we're really excited about that. The kids are really excited about the possibility of having the kids.
Did you hear that? That's because I got confused there for a second. Nanny, to me, a nanny is somebody that comes and takes care of my kids at the house. But what we're talking about are nanny goats in a pasture area that has been converted, and they're probably going to have some kids, which are baby goats. Yes. And our kids, our students, are looking forward to seeing the baby goats in the that.
We're very excited.
I'm excited about that. As a matter of fact, I saw that they had kind of enclosed that in when I drove up a little while ago and had some hay, and our students were out there, and I was excited to see that happening. Now, all of this took the carpentry class and the ag class, but those are not the only classes that we have offered in CTE. Tell me about some of the others.
Well, we have welding and automotive down here, as well as carpentry and the ag classes. We have career management, which is our freshman class that all of our freshmen get to take. We have foods with Miss Franklin, and we have Adobe classes with Mr. Thomas. We have drafting with Miss Stevenson, and then we have our health science teachers, that Miss Roper and Mr. Stevenson, and then our middle school teachers. We have a new teacher, John Cook, and we also have Colby Hyatt at the middle school.
At the middle school, they pretty much focus on technology, computers and such, correct?
They do, and they also work on keyboarding skills and career classes in general.
Now, and speaking of career classes, we have something new this year, because remember, our goal is to prepare students for life after high school. Yes. We have a new class here, and if I'm not mistaken, all of our freshmen are required to move through that, I think. What class is that?
You're talking about career management. We've been doing this a couple of years, so relatively new, but all of our freshmen take that, and it's weaved into our freshman academy classes, and they take that throughout the entire year and learn about all different varieties of careers, as well as performance evaluations and just real world experiences.
And that really, in my opinion, Barbara, that's the central idea of CTE. It's real world, hands-on experience, which is a little bit different than sometimes we think about school, because when we think about school, we have academic ideas like reading and writing and math. But this is different, and it takes more people. The science department has 4 teachers, I think, something like that, or 5. The English department has 4 or 5. How many teachers does CTE have?
We have 15 different staff members in CTE.
That's a lot to manage. How do you do that? How do you get them all working together? Do you have a professional team? Do you have times to meet?
Every couple of weeks, the district has carved out time for teachers across the district to meet together in their groups, and it's professional learning teams here. And we get together, the middle school and the high school, and we meet, and we have been tracking our group with employability scores. So what that means is within each class, the individual student and the class itself get an employability score. And the 4 things that we measure are safety, on task, communication, and attendance, because we felt like as a group those were the 4 most important really in the real world, whether you're going to work or whether you're going to school for a certificate program or a 4-year education. We felt like those were the 4 most important, and we are focusing on the on-task employability score.
Now, what I've learned from the public and from our employers in the area is those particular skills that you've mentioned are really, really important. So our kids will leave here with some of those skills built inside of them, but they need to prove to their future employer that they're ready to get a job. There's something else that we use here called work keys. Tell me just a little bit about work keys.
Work keys is an assessment that our senior completers take. So those that are a CTE completer, they would take that, and we've had 74 seniors that will be taking that this year. And it is a national workplace readiness credential, and they score that on 4 different levels, and they can take that to their future employer.
And so Mark, when he graduates, will have experience in carpentry, he'll have experience in welding, he'll have experience in all different kinds of tasks, and then he'll take his work keys and hand it to his employer and say, I'm ready for a job. And that really, again, that's what we're trying to do, is to make sure that our students are ready to work with the public. But we even allow them to work with the public some while they're here. For example, blood drives.
Yes.
They come through which part of this program?
HOSA, our health science students work, and they do a couple blood drives a year. We just had our first one this fall, and our goal was 24, and we actually had 28, so we're really excited about that. And we'll be having another one on March 17th. If anybody's interested, you can contact the office.
Make sure you put that on your calendar, March the 17th for the blood drive. And also, don't forget that right after Thanksgiving, we're also going to be completing a raffle through HOSA for a self-care basket, which we talked about, or we spoke about not too long ago. Barbara, thank you so much. I know that you are an incredibly busy person with all the staff and with all the programs we've talked about. And we really appreciate what you're doing, and we're glad to have you on board. And if I wounded you in any way when we danced together several years ago, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. So to each of you, thank you for being part of our family and for listening today. And our wish for you are these things: that you'll be blessed, that you'll have a very wonderful holiday, that you will remember that we have an awful lot to be thankful for. So God bless you, and thank you for being part of our family.